clicked it twice.
Are you sure? It looked like you clicked it twice.
No, that wasn't me clicking it twice. That was me clicking on it once to activate the window. And then clicking on it again to activate.
What if it already registered as a click? Also, for those of us who are already with us, hello, sorry for the delay. Guess what we had again?
Audio issues.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, so who have we got?
Alfie, Potato, Mika Miller, and Alfie again.
Hello!
Once, twice, 3 times as a clicker.
Oh god, yeah, we're in this place, aren't we?
Yeah, that's fun, but you're supposed to be doing story time. We'll also say hello to the digestive Dunker, who I, for some odd reason, wanted to start addressing with something that's starting with G.
Hello,
also Ralph and
Hello,
Blazing
Ralph.
Gull.
Hello, Dennis.
I said a Blazing Gull.
Yeah, but I'm going to guess that this particular gull is Dennis. The real Baron Zaya. Were we still on volume 1 or have we moved to
Yes,
volume 2?
I'm pretty sure we're still on volume 1. Because you don't want to finish a good story.
It's a very long book, so I need to break it into bits. Let's just see where we were. So, Simancus had decided that he was going to have Baron Zaya. Baron Zaya Wuffle had been burnt. Baron Zaya was very proud, and she ran away with Straw. Here we go. Yeah. So they'd stayed overnight at a rundown inn in Whiterun. They stayed for a week at Whiterun. Straw earned a bit of money running errands, and Baron Zaya burgled a few houses at night. She continued to dress as a boy. She cut her hair short and dyed her flame red tresses. Do you think they stole the cow off my balcony?
This book takes place several hundred years in the past.
And dyed her flame red tresses jet black to further the disguise and kept out of sight as much as possible. There were few dark elves in Whiterun. One day, Straw got them work as temporary guards for a merchant caravan travelling east. The one-armed sergeant looked her over dubiously. Ha, he chuckled. Dark elf, ain't you? Like setting a wolf to guard the sheep, that is. Still, I need arms, and we ain't going near enough Morrowind. So's ye can betray us to your folk. Our homegrown bandits would as fain cut your throat as mine. The sergeant turned to give Straw an appraising look. Then he sprung back abruptly towards Baron Zaya, whipping out his short sword. But she had her dagger out in the twinkling of an eye and was in a defensive stance. Straw drew his own knife and circled round to the man's rear. The sergeant dropped his blade and chuckled again. Not bad, kids, not bad. How are ye with yon bow, Dark Elf? Baron Zaya demonstrated her prowess briefly. Aye, not bad at all. And you'll be keener eye it by night, boy, and of hearing tall times. A trusty dark elf makes as good a fighting man as any could ask for. I know, I served under Symmachus himself before I lost this arm and got invalidated out of that emperor's army. We could betray him. I know folk who'd pay as well. Oh, hang on, we could betray them. I know folk who'd pay well. Straw said later as they bedded down for their last night at the ramshackle lodge. Or rob them ourselves. They're very rich, those merchants are, Berry. Baron Zaya laughed. Whatever would we do with so much money? And besides, we need their protection, but their protection for travelling quite as much as they need ours. We could buy a little farm, you and me, Berry, and settle down all nice-like. Peasant, Baron Zaya thought scornfully. Straw was a peasant and harboured nothing but peasant dreams. But all she said was, Not here, Straw. We're too close to Darkmoor still. We'll have other chances further east. The caravan went only as far east as Sungard. The Emperor Tiber Septim I had done much in the way of building relatively safe and regularly patrolled highways, but the tolls were steep, and this particular caravan kept to the side roads as much as possible to avoid them. This exposed them to the hazards of wayside robbers, both human and orcish, and roving brigand bands of various races. But such were the perils of trade and profit. They had 2 such encounters before reaching Sungard, an ambush which Baron Zaya's keen ears warned them of in plenty of time for them to circle around and surprise the lurkers, and a night attacked by a mixed band of Khajiit, humans and wood elves. The latter were a skilled band, and even Baron Zaya did not hear them sneaking up in time to give much warning. This time the fighting was fierce. The attackers were driven off, but 2 of the caravan's other guards were slain, and Straw got a nasty cut on his thigh before he and Baron Zaya managed to gash his Khajiit assailant's throat. Baron Zaya rather enjoyed the life. The garrulous sergeant had taken a liking to her, and she spent most of her evenings sitting around the campfire listening to his tales of campaigning in Morrowind with Tiber Septim and General Symmachus. This Symmachus had been made general after Mournhold fell, the sergeant said. He's a fine soldier boy, Symmachus is, but there was more soldiery involved in that Morrowind business, if you take my meaning. But, well, you know all about that aspect. No, I don't remember, Baron Zaya said, trying to sound nonchalant. I've lived most of my life in Skyrim. My mother married a Skyrim man. They're both dead, though. Tell me, what happened to the Lord and Lady of Mournhold? The sergeant shrugged. I ain't never heard. Dead, I expect. 'Twas a lot of fighting afore the armistice got signed. It's pretty quiet now, maybe too quiet, like a calm afore a storm. Say, boy, you going back there? Maybe, Baron Zaya said. The truth was that she was drawn irresistibly to Morrowind and Mournhold, like a moth to a burning house. Straw sensed it and was unhappy about it. He was unhappy anyway, since they could not bed together, as she was supposed to be a boy. Baron Zaya rather missed it too, but not as much as Straw did, seemingly. The sergeant wanted them to sign on for the return trip, but gave them a bonus nonetheless when they turned the offer down, and parchments of recommendation. Straw wanted to settle down permanently near Sungard, but Baron Zaya insisted on continuing their travels east. I'm the Queen of Mournhold by rights, she said, unsure whether it was true, or was it just a daydream she had made up as a lost, bewildered child. I want to go home. I need to go home. That at least was true. After a few weeks they managed to get places in another caravan heading east. By early winter they were at Riften and nearing the Morrowind border, but the weather had grown severe as the days passed, and they were told no merchant caravans would be setting forth till mid-spring. Baron Zaya stood on top of the city walls and stared across the deep gorge that separated Riften from the snow-clad mountain wall guarding Morrowind beyond. Berry, Straw said gently, Mournhold's a long way off yet, nearly as far as we've already come, and the lands between are wild, full of wolves and bandits and orcs and still worse creatures. We'll have to wait for spring. There's Silgrod Tower, Berry said, referring to the dark elven township that had grown up around an ancient minaret guarding the border between Skyrim and Morrowind. The bridge guards won't let us across, Berry. They're crack Imperial troops. They can't be bribed. If you go alone. I won't try and stop you, but what will you do? Silgrod Tower is full of Imperial soldiers. Will you become a washing woman for them, or a camp follower? No, Baron Zaya said slowly, thoughtfully. Actually, the idea was not entirely unappealing. She was sure she could earn a modest living by sleeping with the soldiers. She'd had a few adventures of that sort as they crossed Skyrim, when she dressed as a woman and slipped away from Straw. She'd only been looking for a bit of variety. Straw was sweet but dull. She'd been startled but extremely pleased when the men she picked up offered her money afterward. Straw had been unhappy about it, though, and would shout for a while, then sulk for days afterwards if he caught her at it. He was quite jealous. He'd even threatened to leave her. Not that he ever did, or could. But the Imperial Guards were a tough and brutal lot by all accounts, and Baron Zaya had heard some very ugly stories during their treks. The ugliest of them by far had come from the lips of ex-army veterans around the caravan campfire, and they were proudly recounted. They'd been trying to shock her and Straw, she'd realised, but she also comprehended that there was some truth behind the wild tales. Straw hated that kind of dirty talk and hated it more that she had to hear it, but there was a part of him that was fascinated nonetheless. Baron Zayas sensed this and had encouraged Straw to seek out other women, but he said he didn't want anyone else but her. She told him candidly that she didn't feel that way about him, but she did like him better than anyone else. "Then why do you go with other men?" Straw had asked on one occasion. "I don't know." Straw sighed. "They say dark elven women are like that." Baron Zayas smiled and shrugged. "I don't know. Or no, maybe I do. Yes, I do know." She turned and kissed him affectionately. "I guess that's all the explanation there is."
Finally. Well, I'm behind on chat now, and I'm not sure if I should catch up.
No, go ahead, catch up.
Fine. Alfie points out that the audio sounds fine now that we fixed it. Thank you for pointing it out anyway. Ralph bets that we're going to crash 10 times. That's the point where you say hello to him.
Hello, Ralph. I'd already said hello to Ralph.
Well, I'm pretty sure you haven't said hello to Cool Soldier Boy.
Oh, hello, Cool Soldier Boy. No,
who is now the Dovahkiin.
Ah. Am I going the right way or the wrong way, mate?
That's probably the wrong way. Looks like that's where you came from.
Is it?
Pretty sure. Then again, I might not know. Anyway, Tammy Patton would like you to yell at her. Because she said good afternoon. Go ahead, Sal. Yell at her.
Tammy. Yeah. Tammy, it's the evening for us. Oh yeah, I remember where we were.
There we go. We did it. But then again, let me paraphrase a common saying that I personally like to use a lot. It's always dusk somewhere, so good afternoon works. Say hello to Vladdy.
Hello, Vladdy.
And Alfie points out, as long as it's good, who cares when it is, Tammy? Which are wise words, but I like my wise words more.
I like that philosophy.
It's always dawn somewhere?
What does it matter as long as it's good? Is there any more things? I don't see any more things.
There's a big guy on the table, but that's about it.
Is he dead?
He's probably going to stand up and stab your face. Or he's dead. Mika Miller is wondering what we're going to do today. Are you planning on shouting at dead stank old guys, or are you planning on getting harassed by guards who used to be adventurers like you?
I plan on looting this place.
Speaking about looting, Ralph's been playing Mad Max all day. And apparently the combat is really rewarding, smacking some Aussies and KOing them in one punch seems to be entertaining. Mika Miller would like to know if you're having a svankalicious day or a funkalicious day.
Oh, a svankalicious day, surely.
You don't even know what that is.
No.
I don't know what that is. Blazing Gale is hoping that I'm reading chat so I won't be awfully behind with it again. Well, I'm reading chat at my own pace to make sure that I'll be really slow, excruciatingly slow, until it pains you to listen to me. Listen to me spurt out your own words. Speaking about words, Ralph says, read something good. Apparently he doesn't really enjoy the story of Baron Zaya.
Oh.
Well, Sal said it's one of the spiciest books in the game, from what she can tell. So I don't know how we can make this more interesting to you. On the other hand, Blazing Gale points out that these fools can't appreciate good literature when he misspells them. What? He misspelled appreciate, but not literature. He did it wrong. Anyway, Tammy Patton says, bless you, I think you sneezed, I'm not sure, I don't remember.
I might have.
Oh, how dare you. Vladdy really enjoyed story time with Sal.
That's a scary looking guy. I'm glad you enjoyed the story so far. There is more yet to come about Baron Zaya.
And I'm not entirely sure if your suggestion there, Ralph, is really that much more interesting.
Which is?
Let's not publicly address that. I'm just pointing out it's the story of a guy who just shares his opinion all the time. I mean, I suppose it could be entertaining, but if you want to have that, just listen to a podcast. What you were suggesting is basically a boring podcast about one man's life who's a bit angry at immigrants in form of a book. Wow, I'm downplaying that a lot now. Anyway, moving on a lot. Skipping that too. Blazing Gale prefers fantasy books like Eragon or Percy Jackson. Didn't you write Percy with a C and a Y?
It depends on how Percy spelt his name.
Apparently he's spelled his name like Pepsi, but with an R. Oh, I'd read a book about Pepsi Jackson.
Why can't I jump up here anymore?
You probably can. You're just not doing it properly. Try jumping before you're hitting the stone with your shins.
Okay.
There you go. Mika Miller, who's now probably pretending to be a big cat, says, "Make things all books are the same. Actually, there is only one genre of books." Blazing Gale is Russian, by the way. Did you know? And Potato pointed out that the book you were reading suddenly became lewd.
Oh, yeah.
Again, as I said, Sal believes this is one of the spiciest books in the game, which I'm not entirely happy with. Apparently it's worse than the Argonian Maid. Thankfully I'm not listening to it. Then, moving on with Mike. Mike says, "Mike was once soul-trapped. It wasn't pleasant." Have you ever been soul-trapped, Sal?
Not that I remember, but then if I was soul-trapped, maybe I wouldn't remember.
Fair point. Don't worry, we'll get around to that soon. That was probably a spoiler. Thankfully you didn't listen or understand. Blazing Gale is referencing somebody's nose, which is apparently as large as a cliff. I don't know what this was about. I'm lacking the context. I'm sorry. Mika Miller's happy that you finally stopped reading books, and now he's probably even more happy to listen to me ramble on about what chat's saying, kind of like reading a book of random thoughts thrown at me.
Yeah. Oh, it's our tradition. While I wait for everybody to join stream, I read a bit of a book.
Blazing Gale, don't you dare compare me to that. Mine saying was around before that stupid make-up cowboy was even conceived.
What are you upset about, me?
Blazing Gale is comparing my It's Always Dawn Somewhere with Overwatch's character McCree, who's like a weird cowboy person, always saying something like it's high noon, some garbage. My saying has more class than yours. Digestive Dunker thinks I'm about 6 minutes behind in chat. Wow, that's a nice estimate. I like that. Let's see if I can make that gap bigger by rambling on with my own thoughts. Sal, would you like to move on to more interesting areas?
I'm just searching down here and making sure that there's nothing up there about to jump on me.
Ah, alright, fine. Potato's still fixing his sleeping schedule at the moment. His brain is currently working on UK time.
Ah!
That's not a bad thing.
Ooh.
I mean, Greenwich Mean Time. Greenwich. I never get the name
Greenwich.
Right. Greenwich Mean Time is the universal time for the planet. So sticking to that is a good idea, I suppose. I enjoy
I'm right
it.
Behind you.
I'm just going to give Lydia some of my junk.
Your burdens.
Dovahkiin, no, hold on. Cool Soldier Boy, that was it. Wants you to do the entire Thieves Guild. And then someone stole your sweet roll. Whoa. I should really catch up with the chat quicker. Those.
I'm going to try switching to... Damn it.
Oh,
It's
you
not
did
what
it
I meant
now.
to do. Lydia, give me that back.
As I was trying to say, I should read chat quicker than that. I'm lacking a lot of references that they're making to what you're doing, I guess.
Yeah, re-chat faster. Yeah,
Potato
just
would
a
like you
little
to add
faster.
dynamic voices to your reading cell.
Ooh, look. What do you mean?
By dynamic voices, we'll never know unless I catch up within the next 6 minutes.
20. Damage 20. Okay.
I'm pretty sure Sal has already read The Lusty Argonian Maid,
Yeah, I have.
much to my disdain. Digestive Dunker does not read fiction books. Alright.
50.
To each their own.
46. I'm gonna give
Blazing
that to
Gale has
Lydia.
no idea how to spell Parry, which I guess is Percy. Oh, Pepsi. Pepsi Jackson. We've already made that joke before. What are you doing?
I'm giving Lydia some stuff so I can walk.
Oh no.
Why?
I hope she doesn't suddenly decide that she likes the vampire armor more.
Why?
She's got bad judgment like that. And then her set will not look matching anymore and she'll look like an idiot.
Let's give her some of this stuff to get it out of.
Oh geesh. Digestive Dunker would like to know, why not have a 50 Shades of something on a Sunday stream with you? I wouldn't be there. Point being, he'd like you to read that on stream, I think. Now's a good point to say no. Suffocate that thought as long as it's still young. Oh, jeez. Potato thinks that the second volume of the Baron's Eye story is going to be a lot worse.
It keeps...
And I'm not going to read that out, even though you found it really hilarious yesterday, Potato. Sal didn't read it out, so clearly I won't either.
I don't... What was it?
Oh, you read it.
Did I?
Well, you didn't read it, but you read it
Well,
in
I
your
missed-
mind.
I missed
and
a
then
lot
you
yesterday.
quoted part of it differently.
I missed a lot yesterday because...
Lead on.
Oh,
Hang on,
I've
Lydia.
caught up to the 6 minutes behind on chat mark from Digestive Dunker. Let's see how far behind I'm now. What? You've got a lot of necklaces.
I have.
Vladi believes that
try
I will
this.
catch up with chat eventually. Oh, that's unlikely. I'd probably rather not.
Ooh.
It's an enchanted weapon. Are you sure you want to use that?
Why?
Oh, it's gone.
Yeah, but I can bring it back again. Why should I not?
Because you'll be using it up.
Is that a problem?
Oh.
It fills a soul gem if a target dies within 10 seconds.
Oh yeah, okay, keep using it. I mean, if you keep filling soul gems with it, you can keep recharging it. But you might want to adjust your quick selection menu again to account for that. Otherwise, you'll suddenly find yourself wanting...
Oh, okay. Right, in that case, what I need to do is to set this to a favourite. And then I have to go to my queue menu.
Blazing Gale believes just because his weird cowboy boyfriend,
And then I
digital mind you, has a revolver and a robot hand, it makes it cooler than my classy saying.
How do I do this again, Mia?
I have no idea. You click on it.
Group.
What? No.
No, that's not
You did it
it.
wrong.
I know. 4.
Oh, you're grouping it in 4 now?
Well, yeah, because I want to keep my ordinary
Ah,
axe.
okay, confirm group.
And then go to the mace.
Yes. And group
then
it
group that
to 4,
to 4.
I think. And then you confirm.
Proof. Yeah. Okay. So let's check. Axe. Oh. Okay, that's the wrong way around.
Oh, you've done it now?
So...
Oh, you clicked on them the wrong way around.
I know, that's because I have to
Left
right-click
click.
to left-click. Right, so I left-click that one. I right-click that one. And then I...
Should we remind you that the dwarven machinations do not have souls? And Digestive Dunker's pointing out that me isn't reading out the chat in chronological order, he's swinging back and forth. Wow.
Okay, did that work? Let's see.
Well, for him not being your boyfriend there, Blazing Gale, you're talking a whole lot about him. So clearly, there's something going on between him...
Meh.
Sorry. I don't like his stupid cowboy hat.
Alright, so this is still not right.
What do you mean it's not right?
I've still got him in the wrong hands.
Well, that's because you haven't upgraded the group.
How do I do it?
Pressing F. And then 4. Maybe you have to delete the group again.
How do I do that?
Hold on a second. Left hand is the wrong hand. Try clicking on that thing with your left mouse button. No, hold on, that's... Okay,
Come on, this was
confirm.
your idea.
No,
so-
it wasn't.
It was, you said update your groups.
Okay, click on the 4 now. Aha! Okay, now click on the dwarven mace.
Which click?
With the left mouse button. And now right click on the flames, and now click T.
Okay.
And now just leave. Ta-da! Oi. Ta-da!
Just checking. Right, so I don't want to use it down here because I won't fill any soul gems. Is that what we're saying?
Yeah, pretty much. Those things already have their souls packed into a tiny little gem. That's why you keep finding them occasionally. You can't really steal it from that. You're just making it worse by hitting it. Just if Dunker's pointing out that the gap between me reading out chat and chat being produced is getting much larger. Well, good for me. I'll have something to do when you all decide to be no longer creative and write anything. Is a good point now to start, you know, not writing anything anymore so I can catch up, really. Vladdy believes that I'm missing out on all the good stuff when I'm skipping around and chat like that. No, I'm getting around to it. I'm slowly catching up while occasionally looking if really important messages are popping up on my left eye.
Drennan. Oh, I've not been here before. He's got gold on him.
Well, of course not. Also, ghosts.
Yeah.
Anyway... in regards to the vampire armor thing I mentioned earlier, Alfie points out, we know what happens when Lydia mixes up her clothes, she always forgets her trousers.
Oh, that's true.
Just if Dunker cannot cope with this lack of coordination, he's going to cry in this here corner until everything's back in order.
Everything's back in order, Duncan.
We're not
You're all right.
sure about that, I'm still... out of order with chat, so Potato explains dynamic voices is in Sal adding a unique voice when she's reading out something a character says, something in a book or something.
I can't do this.
Ah!
I warned you.
I'm sorry.
Oh, there he comes. There he goes.
Let the field mouse run. Your pain will be double.
He died around the
My
corner.
pain will be nothing if we die in here.
Calm yourself, Freya. We are closing in on the lexicon. I can feel it calling. We'll continue without Drennan.
Again, Brendan died around the corner. How did that happen? And Sal was trying to add dynamic voices. She was pretending to do an accent when she was reading out an old man.
I've only got my voice.
She's training it, I think. Anyway, Blazing Gale is trying to get the others to quickly spam chat so I can't catch up. It's your own loss there. Do we need to remind you again that dwarven machinations do not have cells, but former do? Not that you'd know what a former is. It's going to autosave when you're walking through that door.
Yeah, I want to autosave before I walk through this door. Oops, in case there's death on the other side. I can feel my imminent doom.
Speaking about imminent doom, Blazing Gale doesn't seem to be happy with...
Can you hear the lexicon calling out?
Sure.
So we grab it and we get out, right?
Once we have the lexicon, we'll need to take it to its podium. I know what to do from there. Soon the lexicon's knowledge will be mine.
Ours. Soon the lexicon's knowledge will be ours.
Of course.
He's clearly the evil guy. As I was trying to say, Blazing Gale is not happy with you only wielding a shield without a... No, hold on. Wielding a mace without a shield. Apparently there's no bueno. And then he's going on about his weird McCree friendship thing he has again. Anyway, say hello to Joshua Buck. I'm sorry for reading that out so late, but unfortunately I was behind on chat. Lydia, you've got a sword. It's dead.
Oh, sorry.
You sliced her foot. Very kind of you. Potato thinks that wearing a cowboy hat hides your hideous haircut. I think he's talking about McCree again. Chat is really obsessed with this stupid cowboy now. And I'm pretty sure McCree isn't actually Blazing Gale's boyfriend, Ralph. Don't worry about that. I just said it in jest. Because I don't like the cowboy. I don't like him. Digestive Dunker isn't sure if the SkyUI favorites menu is really the best thing to put your hands on for you. You seem to get confused by it.
Are you talking to me?
Yes, I am. Well, as long as it's set up, it's working alright for her. She knows how she can quickly switch weapons, and that's a quality of life improvement I'm pretty sure she wouldn't want to live without.
Oh, absolutely.
There you go. I didn't know McCree was that young. Sheesh, Blazing Gale.
Oh, run away! Get out the way, Lydia.
You're not running a lot.
I forget how
It's
to run.
alt. Digestive Dunker believes
Right.
that everyone has a boyfriend. Even Ralph. Not everybody has realized it just yet.
Enjoy your last
Are
breath.
you going to hit it?
This what you
Yeah,
want?
but I needed it to be focused on Lydia. It's these things. I can only take one at a time.
No,
Oh,
mercy.
okay.
Don't hit Lydia now. Be careful. Stop. Thank you. Thank you. Floody believes that I only hate things that I'm truly jealous of. I'm not jealous of this stupid cowboy. I've got a perfectly fine selection of hats that doesn't include a cowboy hat.
Sorry, Lydia.
She's close to death. What are you doing?
Trying to heal me.
Tammy Patton believes that she's part of a good group to ignore, which is stream chat. Don't worry, I'll start ignoring you again. Thank you very much. And Blazing Gale thought that Digestive Dunker's comment about everybody having a boyfriend without realizing it yet is really deep. And Vladdy believes that they're the best. Alright. And I'm afraid I can't help you with your confusion, Ralph. That's something you need to ask other people. Digestive Dunker is an amateur philosopher. That's a nice thing to say about yourself. How can I get such a title? What are you doing, Sal?
Progressing nervously.
Well, look on the bright side. While you're just rummaging around in an old basement with a few clockwork thingies rolling around, Cool Soldier Boy has to fight an Elder Dragon. That's a bit more uncomfortable, isn't it? Digestive Dunker points out that it's advisable to only keep a few manual saves. The game deletes autosaves after they're outdated by about 3 other autosaves, but not manual ones. And it's unlikely that you'll be going back to that point. Having too many manual saves can lead to save game bloating, especially with many script-heavy mods, which can be game-breaking. It's best to delete some manual saves after they're just a few saves old. Don't worry, I'm cleaning up in the background as much as I can. I know what you were implying, Blazing Gale, but it's funnier when I turn it around. In reality, the weird cowboy that I don't like is just a 4-year-old kid in a very elaborate dress or coat or cowboy outfit. He's probably 2 4-year-olds stacked upon each other. Also, this is weird. I think I'm slowly catching up with chat. You guys are not doing it properly. Something has confused Digestive Dunker. Something about somebody saying something, and then getting confused who said what.
We're almost there. I can hear the lexicon. Come on, quickly.
Something doesn't feel right. Wait!
They didn't really wait.
I am very nervous. I can't imagine. I mean, I can barely take down one between me and Lydia. We can't take down 2.
Don't worry, I'm pretty sure there will be no dwarven spheres in the room with the lexicon.
No, but I can't imagine that it will be any less.
Well, maybe it's just spiders. Like hundreds of them. That would be uncomfortable. Potato thinks that I commonly read things poorly, even though I'm a teacher. I'm not reading them poorly, I'm paraphrasing them, and it's, you know, late and I don't care about what you're saying. Blazing Gale wants you to use quick save and quick load by pressing F5 and F9. Again, that's like using her shouts. This is getting complicated. So let's just stick to this normal system that's working.
Don't normally make a lot of saves, but I am well aware that I'm kind of... Oh, I was hoping this would be it. That looks like a trap.
Alright, good thing that we discussed that. You're gonna clumsily fall on it.
What?
The trap. Correction, Lydia's gonna clumsily fall on it.
She's got light feet, hasn't she?
I know that she has, but that doesn't stop her from clumsily knocking a pot into it or something. She's clumsy like that. Gist of Dunker is surprised that I'm apparently a teacher, and he bets that I'm very strict. Not all the time. It really depends on the class. You've got some classes that are really nice, that work well together, and then you've just got those lunatics that are ravaging around the classroom at all times, and you need to be stricter with them. Really, it depends on what children you have in the room.
I'm really not sure about this, Mia.
What? It's alright, you already walked around the trap, you can carry on walking.
No, I mean, I'm
it's perfectly
not
safe.
Sure that I'm going to
Waddle
survive.
onwards!
Duke of Milk.
Gist of Dunker believes that the best teachers are often the strict ones, in his experience at least. Yeah?
Okay, right, where is the trap trigger?
It's the big stone plate at the bottom up there.
What big stone plate?
The 5 stone plates in front of you.
Oh, these ones? Okay.
Yeah, they're really
Just
obvious. I
so
told you
that
can see them.
They look like things that spikes will come down into.
Oh, really? No, those are the
Ooh,
pressure
got holes
plates.
in the middle.
I mean, you can step on them now and see what they do.
I don't think that's wise, do you?
No, it's not. Alternatively, just walk down and switch that lever over there. After Lydia's down. Don't worry, it's usually the off switch.
Okay, just wanted to see if... Is Lydia down enough?
Probably. Apparently you can't activate it from down here.
Does that mean that it's going to get us on our way back up?
Probably not. Knowing Skyrim dungeons, there's always a quick route back to the entrance after you've defeated the boss.
Yeah, it's the boss that's worrying me because
It's
I can't
alright,
even take
just
on the
waddle
minions.
onwards. You'll do fine. I think you missed a ghost scene.
Yeah.
It's okay. Just calm down there. You'll manage.
Not sure I will.
You will. Just it's slow. So just keep on waddling. That's your strength. Like a penguin. Do you have any scrolls
I don't like
with...
where this is going.
No, me neither.
Alright, do you have any scrolls of magical fireballs that you could slingshot at the thing while it's still standing?
Oh, is that the thing?
Well, I don't know, it could be. Maybe it's just an ornament, maybe it's a big thing that's gonna bash your head in. Could happen. Ralph points out that if teachers aren't engaging enough, they're usually not very good. That's true. But don't worry, during my studies to become a teacher myself, being engaging with the kids was one of the highest priorities. I believe we're actually doing it too much already, in which almost every exercise is going to result in a big group effort that's about teaching you how nice you can be when you work together. It's fine if you do it every now and then, but if you keep telling them that they can only achieve something in a group, they won't work on their own, especially in exam conditions, under exam conditions.
Alright, anything here sound like a useful thing, Mare?
Look for a fireball.
Can you see a fireball?
I can't see a fireball.
Neither can I. But I don't know what all of these do. And a lot of them sound like they would kill Lydia.
Well, they might, so let's not. Conjure bear what now?
10 minutes? Okay, how do I use these things? I can cast that on Lydia.
Oh yeah. I don't think you'll need that much. What does God form do?
20 magicka per second. While health is full, that's...
Oh yeah, that's not going to work for you. You can only spew fire because you decided to abandon the college.
This one sounds much more useful.
Alright, then
how do I
right
use
click
it?
on it. Or that. That works too.
I right clicked.
Now exit that thing. Look at Lydia. And just hold your left mouse button until the spell is charged. You've got some fancy gloves.
What?
And after it's charged, just let go. While aiming at her. There you go. And now run in as long as you have that thing running. Maybe shoot an arrow at it while it's standing still. Or not. Oh, there you go. Ooh.
I've had enough of you.
Go for it,
Already?
Lydia.
It just breathed on you and you're already fed up with it.
Whoa!
Oopsie daisy. Maybe if you hadn't backed yourself in a corner and kept walking like I told you. That's probably not really helping.
No.
Potato thinks you're about to take on a Metal Gear. That was a pun, I think. And Vladdy still believes that I'm a drama teacher.
Wow, one hit did a lot of damage to Lydia.
But he's almost gone, and she's holding on for much longer than usual. Run back as long as he's breathing on you or something. Actually, can you walk around him and get up the stairs?
I'd say no.
Alright.
Right, nothing for it. We just gotta go and try and kill
Ooh,
it.
keep on running. Your ring just activated. You died. Let Lydia handle the rest.
I'll have your head.
There we go. You're handling this fairly well so far.
Yeah, I can see.
Just wait for Lydia to get back up.
Enjoy your last breath.
Immediately afterwards, he breathes on her. You could get your bow out and every now and then just shoot him while he peeks around the corner.
My bow makes me move so slow, though.
Only when you're drawing it.
Yeah, only when I'm trying to use it.
Enjoy your last
Fair point. Oh look, he's almost dead. You can basically run in now with your axe. And you achieve all the experience for killing it. Ooh. Oh.
Oh, in the groin.
Oh, that killed it. I thought it was about to kill you, really. Blazing Gale wanted you to use your skills to upgrade your one-handed damage, but I guess it's too late for that now. DD points out that in case of a drama class, it's good to be strict to control the children. Something about it not being a standard exercise book subject puts kids in a very unruly mood.
Does this food really restore health?
Yeah, it does.
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought I had no more health on me. Or not much. What about all the food that I've got on me then? Does that...
Rolf points out that it's not that he hates sheet and textbook work. It's where teachers do nothing but tell entire classes to just turn to page 77 or something and not engage with the class. Don't worry, the younger generations of teachers should hopefully, you know, not be like that. Alright, you're done here. You can put the thing in and leave.
Yeah, I was just looking to see if there was anything I wanted to raid before.
Woo! You've just got an ancient knowledge.
Okay.
Have you looted the other one?
Yeah.
Alright. Potato wanted you to Leroy it, which is running in and screaming your name. She's not the type to do that. It's alright, it's all safe now. You're safe now, you can go. There's a big box with goodies in it for you. Because you did well, the box. Oh yeah, as we've just discovered, dwarven dungeons usually don't just loop around themselves to the exit again. They just have an immediate exit that leads back to the surface of Skyrim. True that, true that. Did I install the animated Dwemer lift?
Are you asking me?
No, I'm asking myself mostly,
Ah.
but I'm pretty sure I'll see in a minute.
Okay, right, come on Lydia, make sure you're on. Is
She's
she on?
on. She's on. I did! It's not much, but I like it so much.
Okay. Oh, God. We've still got more to do. I'll be so glad to get out of this place.
Ralph, again, points out that teaching is about engaging with kids. That's the entire point of an education. Learning is a mix of textbook work and engagement by teachers. That is true. Usually children are more responsive to engagement.
Ah! You said it was clear!
Well, apparently this one didn't lead back to the surface, it just led back to the balcony you haven't walked up to. But you're right back at the start.
I knew I wasn't safe.
Oh,
Oh, God!
it's alright, he's fat, he can't get behind the pillar. Maybe upgrading...
Oh, God. Oh, dear.
Maybe we should do something like gardening for the next few streams. Sal, healing, 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 healing.
Oh, too late.
That was the wrong button, by the way.
What? I hit tab.
Yeah, you also hit the button above it that opened the cheat menu.
Oh, I didn't know there was a cheat menu.
Oh, well, you're not supposed to know that.
Oh, Rastone, told you, you said it was safe, you said there was nothing.
I'm not going to put that in. If viewers want to see you have a Rarstone, they have to do it themselves.
Right, come on, Lydia. Not so fast this time. Where is she?
Ralph thinks that a drama teacher and art teachers, drama teachers and art teachers can't handle a class of 30 children. That really depends on the teacher. Ooh. For example, I used to have my chemistry teacher, who was an insanely strict woman, as my art teacher too, and she kept the entire class in silence throughout the entire 2-hour session of art. She is impressive and one of my, you know,
Okay. Lydia,
beacons
how
of
are you
inspiration.
doing? Right, we should be able to take this guy between us.
Potato would like to know if I've ever selected that one kid who doesn't know the answer just for fun. Well, that depends. Usually, when I'm asking a question and nobody raises their hands to engage with me, which is one of the problems teachers have, they might be trying to engage, but the children's aren't coming back. The children, not the children's. Sheesh. Aren't getting back to him. I just choose somebody at random to see if they can come up with something, and usually that motivates them to start saying things on their own accord, because that means they can raise their hand when they actually know something.
Okay, there it is. Right, Lydia?
Instead of facing the embarrassing moment of, you know, being called in front of the class when... What are you doing to Lydia?
Locking her in there with it?
Sure. It's more like locking you out, but alright. Locking her out, not you.
Although, I'm not sure. Maybe it didn't spot us. Because I can't hear any fighting.
Ralph thinks I might be beating and screaming at the German children if they get something wrong. No, not usually. That's not helpful, really. It's okay to be wrong in an educational sense. It's not okay to be disrupting the class or generally be on a socially unacceptable behavior. For Detective Dunker, secondary school seemed to be about an interest and passion for the subject, for at least the first 2 to 3 years, and then it became about walking the walk and talking the talk for the exams. That's usually like it, but after that, you've always got the option to study to further that.
Just die.
Continuously walking around it helps.
Discovered.
Ralph hates drama, art, and all woodcraft classes. Alright. I was never the biggest fan of math as soon as they started introducing letters. That's where it stopped for me. I mean, I could still follow along, but it just wasn't my thing anymore. Anyway. Ralph likes writing the most. And DD had a food tech class, which was apparently really great. Ooh.
Why can't I
Stand
jump on
back,
this table?
so when you jump, you don't hit your shins on the table. That stops you. Skyrim is a bit wonky with its jumping.
Which way's out?
Straight. Well, up is out, but walk straight first. DD had the nickname Master Chef because he had been taught rudimentary cooking techniques from a young age onwards. Potato says that you need to upgrade your gear next time you're on Whiterun. And Digestive Dunker points out that the Centurion steam damage is far more deadly than the melee damage it can do. So standing close to it would have been better for you. Isn't there a box at the end of the room? Oh no, there's a door.
Is this trapped?
No, it's not. Also, Alfie reminds you that you can heal by using your level up.
Yeah. I've saved my level up for that purpose, actually. Alright, where's this?
And Alfie said, a nut shot for the win. That was the balcony You didn't walk up last session.
What balcony?
You came in on the right side, you carried on to the left side.
Ah,
Remember?
no.
Well, you can walk backwards now, because up there will be the exit. Apparently Blazing Gale is not happy with my rendition of what he's been trying to say. He wanted me to be specific about the fact that you're supposed to invest in the Axes Deal bleed damage perk.
Okay, does that help against metal rolling things?
Apparently it's really good and Blazing Gale almost swears on it. It's alright, it's not a trap, it's just a decorational thing.
Yeah, but there could have been something around the corner.
You've got the majority of things.
Yeah, but it only takes one to kill me, you've seen that.
Fair point.
Have I been here before?
Also, say hello to Jason Doyle.
Hello, Jason Doyle.
Sorry for reading that out so late again. I'm behind on chat. Jason Doyle recently started a new game in Skyrim as a vampire, level 1.
Oh. Mia's been playing... Didn't you play as a vampire, Mia?
I've played the DLC that revolves around vampires because I've never played that one before. It's underwhelming.
Yeah, but a lot of things are to me.
No, not just to you. It was underwhelming to me.
No, that's what I mean. A lot of things are underwhelming to you.
Fair point.
It
looks like a mod rather than an expansion to the main game, but alright.
He has very high expectations of everything and everyone, including himself.
Thank you. Ralph just can't be bothered to get into Skyrim. He likes the open world, but not ones that are like exploring the entirety of Asia. And DD points out that bleed damage is mostly useless if your weapon does enough damage to kill enemies quickly, although it can stack and cause large amounts of damage over time. And Potato reminds you that an hour has already passed. Well, it was an action-filled hour.
It was, and now I'm expecting just something like a wolf or something to jump
Wasn't there
out.
a box or something around here? There ought to be something. Oh yeah, down there to the right. Down that path. Don't worry, the steam pipe won't do anything. It's just looking fancy. There's a box. DD points out that the perk that allows maces to ignore armor is quite useful, but again it is mostly inconsequential if your weapon deals large enough amounts of damage to kill the thing by itself. Well, it doesn't do that yet. And Ralph was questioning my decision to send you back into gardening and wanted to know if we were planning on switching to Stardew Valley now. No, don't worry, we'll stick to Skyrim. I just said, she could tend to some of the plant pots in a house in Whiterun. I'm pretty sure people would enjoy that. And DD believes that I'm now about 10 minutes behind on chat.
Okay, so...
Which she said recently in the future, but I only now saw it. Then again, Blazing Gay believes that it's more like 15 minutes. How rude.
Which way? Out? Down? Where are we going now? So we've done this quest.
I don't know.
So we're there. Let's have a look at the journal.
Before you do, here's a serious question from Blazing Gale. You, as a bit of a scaredy cat, how are you not using a shield?
Because a shield takes... The main thing I don't like about combat in this is I have to use my left click for my right hand and my right click for my left hand. And if I don't have weapons in both hands, be it magic or a sword, then I'm going to end up blocking when I should have been striking and striking when I should have been blocking.
I hope that also answers DD's question there. DD is imagining my chemistry/art teacher in Lederhosen, which he misspelled, by the way, and a cane shouting in German to keep everybody completely silent. No, she didn't shout. She could shut you up by just closing her fist. Really. It is scary. She used to wear gloves, which then made that very pronounced noise and you knew you're doing something wrong. I used to teach in Germany, and I'm currently in the process of training to get my qualified teacher status in Britain, so I can teach here too. Also, say hello to Ymir Long.
Hello. Pronounce that again, Mia.
Ymir
Ymir Long.
I thought that's how it works.
Alright, we're still... Right, now I need to decide what we're going to do next. And that was a taxing mission.
Yeah.
And we don't seem to have any particularly non-taxing missions. Where's that?
You could walk back to Rizargo and just hand in your experiment. Or you could deal with simply retrieving a few books for the library. That doesn't sound too hard.
We could go to Winterhold, finish that one off.
Well, you first should pick up the books, which might be somewhere on the way. I'm not entirely sure where they are. They're probably lost.
All over the place, aren't they?
Are they?
I think so.
That's not on the
wasn't it
miscellaneous. It
stolen
was a main
books,
quest.
Was it? Hang on a second, let me just switch that one off. Which one was it?
Oh, geesh. Oh yeah, up there's also the Azura Star quest somewhere.
Hitting the books.
There you go.
Now
They're all up there in that small fortress. There. Don't worry, that's right next to Whiterun and fairly easy.
We can give that a go.
Lovely.
Where are we now?
Down there at the bottom.
Okay, so there is a road leading down.
You could walk up to Ivarstedt and then use the road that leads down the mountain pass to the left. Not through the mountains that go over to Falkreath, just up north.
What, you mean go around this side?
Yeah, there is also another road on the other side of the lake, you just can't
This
see it.
side?
Yeah, that one.
Mm-hmm.
That should lead there too.
Yeah,
Alfie believes
right,
I deliberately plan to be so far behind in chat that all comments are irrelevant. Maybe. Maybe that was my plan.
Now, how does Lydia get down from here? Lydia?
DD points out that I could have talked about anything back then, and it will be so long until Mia gets to it that they'll have forgotten about it. And Vladdy reminds everyone again that Mia is always behind in chat. That's because you chat so much. Sheesh. You can't let her get a word in, really.
Well, I can get down, but how does Lydia get down?
Yes, she'll manage.
Okay.
There's a perfectly fine ramp there. Vladdy would like to know if you've heard about the supposedly new periodic element AK-119.
No. When was that discovered?
We'll probably know in about 10 minutes when I catch up with chat again. The DD swears to God, Blazing Gale and I are apparently arch nemesis. Nemesis. What's the plural of nemesis?
Nemesi?
Sounds reasonable.
Don't know, I'm making it up.
Alright. Arch nemesi. Arch nemesis sounds wrong. But then again, it is DD, so you might be right. I don't know. Joseph Duncan would like to know if you actually returned the lexicon. Yes, don't worry, she did stick it in and she got the ancient knowledge.
Where's the road?
Blazing Gale apparently quite likes me. I don't like you now. Stop that. You should have seen her!
Snow falls. Why worry where it goes? Mike thinks the snowflakes are pretty.
Okay, Mike.
Oh, she jumped at the cat in the bushes. Oh, this is brilliant.
And you jumped because I jumped. What's the paw in the corner of my screen? Shield paw.
And that's
thing.
the magic effect you apply to Lydia.
Okay.
It's slowly training, I think. Oof.
Path down there. We've been
Cool
there.
Soldier Boy thinks that you should do the main quest line, actually. She completely forgot what she's supposed to do.
I can't remember which one the main quest line is.
It was the one about the old guys and the dragons.
Yeah. But I mean, I can't remember which one the next. of all
Have
the
you
quests I've
already
got.
collected all the garbage you had to do for your drinking tour?
No?
I really want you to finally put an end to that chapter because you don't need to carry around 15 litres of wine.
Hang on, what's this?
I don't know.
Oh, it's just a deer, okay. I just saw something lurking through the bushes. No, look, see, there's people running around.
Hunters probably. Don't mind them.
They
Don't
have
mind them.
shiny outlines. Mia, you told me it was safe in there.
Well, it is safe out here too.
Look,
They're running away from you.
they've got red dots on my screen.
The wizard's having a scuffle. DD believes you'll get around to the main quest line again by session 56. Oh, we're not sure about that. Might take a while longer. And Blazing Gale really hates installing the Darnfield user interface for Fallout New Vegas.
What's
Apparently
that?
it's
Is that
really
just a
annoying.
wolf? We can do wolves.
DD would like to remind
Why
you...
am I on here?
I don't know.
Where am I going?
Carry
Going
on
over
that
there.
road.
Yeah, why am I going this wrong? Can I go? Is there a way through there?
Yeah, sure, through the wilderness.
There
is no direct path, but you can just walk over the mountain
Looks
and...
like I've gone round here instead of going across there.
Yeah. North. You have to go for a little swim there, but you could go through there. DD points out that you've been playing for about 56 hours and you've only
there.
just now reached level 20.
Yeah.
Well, she's progressing at least. And DD thinks that the plural of nemesis is nemesis. Nemesis. How do you pronounce that word, Sal?
I don't know, I'm not taking my eyes off the screen.
Right, fine then. And, how are you pronouncing that word? Ununenium.
What's that
119 UUE is the name of the supposedly new periodic element. Oh, Alfie points out that nemesis is derived from a Greek plural form and doesn't have an English plural form. Oh, well, good to know. And the main quest line would have you find the horn.
Don't go setting the place on fire, okay?
No intention of. What's going on?
Finally, reinforcements have arrived.
What?
I was expecting more, though. You'd better be good.
Oh, don't talk to him.
Why should I help?
We left to help with the war, and these filth bags swooped in and seized the place. My family is in there. I suspect Brewer planned this. There's been bad blood between us since the king's death. But to invade my home, kidnap my family...
Sounds like more than just bad blood.
You ask a lot of questions for a mercenary. Just get in there and open the gate. We'll try and provide help once that's done.
Do you want to get sidetracked?
I don't know. Is it something that I am capable of taking on at this level?
Well, as far as I know, you've already shot at them twice. You walked past his castle, and you remarked on it several times.
And is it one where they've run out and shot me and I've realised there are too many of them and run away?
I don't know. I told you they're stuck behind a gate.
Don't remember that.
You don't have time for this nonsense.
Alright.
Fine then. The blood of my family is on your hands, as well as Brewer's.
Well, how about we take you literally here and stab you a bit?
Are you here to help?
No. Keep walking.
Keep walking where?
North.
I will take back my family's castle. Yes?
Anyway, it's derived from the Greek word nemein, from which nemesis is also derived. So yes, nemesis, is it nemi or neme? Nemesis. I think it's nemesis. Anyway. So yes, according to DD, nemesis is the plural of nemesis. And there is no alternative plural. Alright. And Cool Soldier Boy reminds you again that the horn is called the Horn of Jürgen Windcaller. Do you have a drop zone?
I do.
You might want to use the drop zone for this drop.
Yeah, I'm just watching what's going on and figuring out whether there's anything going on down there that I need to worry about. I can get down here.
I think it'll still be a while before Sal finds the horn, so try not to focus too much on it.
Oh. Is that known roots?
Yeah. It would appear so.
Who's that? Just a guard?
This place is boring. Nothing but the same thing every day.
People are now talking about lots of plural forms. Anyway, chat has calmed down again a bit. You can start talking again, Sal.
What could it mean? The return of the Dragonborn? And who among us could possibly hold that honor and such power?
Do you think anyone would mind if I was to...
No, they wouldn't. They regrow. The arrow toaster wants you to kill the guy on the left. Hold on, I'm on your left. Does that mean they want me dead? How rude. How really rude.
Uh-oh.
It's just a dragon.
Let's get near this guard. Get a bit of backup.
Oh, bring the Nern route to England Blackbriar.
Yep.
Get him! Kill him!
You won't get away.
Oh, never mind. It's not a dragon.
I know, I saw.
Why is an Imperial just attacking a
no
random
idea.
farm?
Ends now.
And if he's Imperial, why is he wearing such shoddy armor?
Should be good.
Alright. Didi points out that the chat is just a bunch of nerds, and he now wants to know if I'd expect anything less than a debate about grammar. No, not really. I'm just saying I'm not that far lost into the stream yet that I am just going to read out a debate about grammar. It kinda sounds a bit distracting from the cool plant plucking action Sal had going on until a minute ago. Also, the arrow toaster wanted to kill the goat. Have you said hello to the arrow toaster yet?
No, hello, arrow toaster.
Apparently the goat is evil, but if you kill the goat, everybody will think you're evil. So clearly we can't do that. And Vladdy points out that he's not evil, he's just a free-thinking person.
Alright, so I'm on that path.
Yeah, turn right.
Mm-hmm. Lydia, don't push.
What if it wasn't Lydia? What if it was,
Ah, it was
the
Lydia.
goat? To your right.
Yeah, I'm just checking my surroundings.
Just making sure that you don't lose track. And Deadlock, who you haven't greeted yet, is not a nerd, he's a
Did?
geek.
Is
Sal.
that a wolf?
Yes.
Yeah.
Did you say hello?
I did.
Alright.
Where did you go?
Oh yeah, Vladdy points out that the elements corresponding with 120 and 121 had also been found, but apparently by a scientist on YouTube. And he now wants to have permission to post a link. Feel free to, but keep in mind that you can't post any links on YouTube by default, unfortunately. You'd have to use your Twitch account for that. Didi would like to know if chicken heads taste nice. I don't know. Apparently that's where the word geek comes from, though. Sheesh.
What's over here?
A camp.
What kind of camp?
I don't know, hunters?
Okay, so... Yeah.
Sorry, I was looking
Alright,
at
I don't know
periodic
if you've
videos.
noticed, but I'm heading the wrong way.
I said right like so many times, and you walk left. It's like you don't listen to me on purpose.
I must admit, might be tuning you out a little.
Didi points out that the man who apparently discovered 120 and 121 actually also does look like a mad scientist on YouTube. Or maybe that's the person referring to
You
the
said
other.
go to Ivarstead.
Well, I did say that, but then you said I'm going to take that path, so carry on walking.
Says Ivarsted's that way.
I know. Theoretically speaking, Ivarstead is right to your left.
Right to my left.
Directly to your left.
Okay. What's the smoke?
What?
What's that?
I don't know. Geyser? A waterfall? Probably a waterfall. It's a waterfall.
Okay. Oh, dead person.
That's okay.
What killed it?
Killing things.
Oh, he's not dead.
Are they gone? Please help. I can pay you.
You okay?
Bandits attacked and ransacked my cart. Can you help me?
What can I do?
My camp is nearby in the ruins of Nilheim. Get me there safely, and you'll be rewarded.
And you can't even say no to him.
It's just across the bridge and up that hill.
Alright, follow him, I guess. It's kinda on your way anyway.
We're close now. I can see the camp.
Okay, so we're about to be jumped at any moment.
Wait here. I'll be right back with your reward. Now ain't this a surprise? Thought I heard something.
Looks like we got ourselves a hero.
I'm going to put you down!
Oh, Lydia's making a lot of bad noise
I'll
there.
show you what a real can do. You puny weakling.
You can't say that to an orc, that's a bit rude.
Where's what's his face gone?
Probably up the hill.
I cannot best you.
Oh dear.
You might want to fire a bit.
Yeah.
Die, damn you!
No. Not like this.
You puny weakling.
Enjoy your last.
Alright, let's do a level up.
Blazing Gale points out that you shouldn't follow him. Apparently you will get wrecked. I think she's handling herself fairly well so far. Ah, alright. Again, people really want you to increase your one-handed skill. To do blood damage or something, I don't know.
Where is blood damage? I don't remember seeing one called Blood Savage. Blood.
It's probably not called that. It's probably under hack and slash. That sounds bloody.
Extra bleeding damage?
There you go.
Oops.
Yeah, this menu is frustrating to navigate. You can increase that too.
Yeah, that's what I thought. What does fighting
Power
stats
attacks,
do?
which you never use.
Yeah, very
What does
rarely.
Bone Breaker? Oh, Bone Breaker is for a mace.
Yeah.
I suppose that's interesting too. You could use your mace if you wanted to.
Well, let's get a bit more. Oh, I can't at the moment. Alright. Well, that's something.
Diddy points out that this was probably the most pathetic ruse in the history of banditry. Oh, I got attacked. Let me stand up and jog in perfect health across this bridge to get some money for you. Maybe time to eat some chicken breasts.
Yeah, good point. Doesn't do much, does it?
No, not really. You have to cook them properly.
Oh, I'll eat that red apple. I stole it from somewhere.
Ugh, you're just eating raw salmon. Maybe check down a...
Yeah, I'm gonna. Have I got any left? Oh, I've got some minor healing.
You do have a healing spell.
Where is he?
I don't know, somewhere up the
Oops.
hill.
Just die!
He's shooting at me wherever he is.
You're outmatched.
Maybe you want to eventually, you know, increase your restoration skills. Vladdy's just checking on the salt mine industry and finds out that Mia has now collected 223 grams of salt.
Enough of this!
Ah, wrong one.
Enjoy
Ooh.
your last breath.
You might want to stick to healing, actually.
Yep.
Oh no, Lydia's down.
Yeah, these are tough.
Just because he used a healing potion.
You won't get away.
Didi would like to know if he's just heard crockery being moved in the background.
Oh,
Do you
that's
mean
Lydia.
this? I'm enjoying some ice cool grape juice in the background. He is getting annoying.
Skyrim belongs to the North.
You might want to stand aside. Ooh, that almost hit you.
I'll kill you.
Prepare to die!
That took care of him.
Alright, he's dead.
And yes, Floody, I did see the link, but unfortunately Sal shooed me away from it as soon as I tried to look at it. Didi would like to know what Rar's moaning about. Being shot by arrows for once. That sounds uncomfortable. And Potato has seemingly passed out. Sal, he's dead.
Oh, well, hopefully it gets better soon. Alright.
There still seems to be one guy up there.
Oh, there is.
Vladdy would like to know if Potato needs a beer or a vodka to wake up again. Isn't vodka made from potatoes?
Can be. Where's
Doesn't
Lydia?
that count as liquid cannibalism?
Lydia?
then? She's probably run off to the guy.
Alright, let's head back in the direction that we want to be going off in and see if Lydia
That is not
reappears.
where the direction...
Well, my quest marker is.
That is pointing south. That is clearly not where you want to go. Where does this send you? Does that lead back down to Riften? Apparently not.
I don't know. I didn't think I had any other active quests.
Oh no.
What?
I think it's pointing to Vanshinsel. It got confused when you jumped down the cliff. Now it wants it to lead you back through the entrance. To reset that, you need to enter an interior and then leave it again.
Yeah, yeah. Right, so okay. As long as I know I can't rely on that, I'll just stick with my north marker.
Alternatively, DD points out that you could just type prit82C94 into your console. Oh no, that just brings Lydia to you. Well, we wouldn't want to do that. We'll find her manually at some point. I think he's up on the tower.
Yeah, I reckon. Or in the tower.
Yeah, he's in the tower. Potato thinks that Lydia's dead. That would be bad.
You'll make a fine rug, cat.
He's a little higher up.
Yeah.
He's not going to come down.
You remind me of my cousin's cat. Killed that too.
They're really racist around here. Anyway, someone triggered the bomb to explode. It is now 20 minutes before 10.
Oh, he's tough.
You'll make a fine rug, cat.
I can't take him. Not unless I've got enough healing on me.
You've got a potion of plentiful healing.
Yeah, I'm not sure I've got enough.
Oh, you should do fine, but one more potion would be nuts. Or not. And DD points out that he wasn't as racist as Stormcloaks yet. Well, he was coming close. Maybe he was about to join them. Blazing Gale points out that, funnily enough, there are no cats in Skyrim, actually. The only thing being a saber-toothed cat, which is like that tall. You couldn't see that, but it was that tall, really. So, that bandit there is stupid, according to Blazing Gale. And DD points out it is advisable to walk backwards when blasting fire at enemies.
I'd have fallen off the ramp.
That's a good point. He also wants you to start using power attacks.
That was... hold down left click?
Yeah.
No.
Potato's concerned that we still haven't seen Lydia yet.
Yeah, I'm a bit concerned. But I did jump up a few rocks. It might be that it's just a very long way around for her to be able to join.
Personally, I'd suggest you just keep on walking towards that book quest. She'll show up again.
Okay, so the book quest is that way.
Yes. Though if you go back the way you came, there is an easy path down that doesn't involve you jumping around rocks again.
Don't even know which way. Oh yeah, this way.
People
Did I
suggest
just
that
say
you
two
could
bodies?
fast travel to wherever you want to go, but Sal seemingly prefers to walk everywhere, taking in the scenery, I suppose.
Yeah, I mean, I need to level up.
That too.
I also need, at some point, to make some health potions. They are very strong for such poor people.
Well, they're robbing poor travellers or something.
I guess.
So, chat is apparently going through the 5 stages of grief, but they skipped a few and stopped at 3.
Right.
Ah,
where's
you
the
could
way
fast
down?
travel to your
Where's the-
current location. Just let it keep walking. Anyway, earlier on, Dee Dee pointed out that bashing is useful to interrupt the power attacks of enemies, although all this might be a bit too complex for you right now, so maybe we need to wait until you've become more accustomed to the combat system before we train you in these things.
I think I should have followed the signpost, Smith.
No. Walk left.
Ivarstedt.
Walk left, you fool.
Ivarstedt.
Okay.
You said go to Ivarstedt.
Okay, walk straight west.
That's that way.
Yes.
That's the way I've just come.
I know.
It's a dead end. It leads up to that bandit camp.
No, it doesn't.
It does.
If you look at your map, Ivarstedt should be almost straight to the west. You just have to swim.
It's northwest.
But would you want to go to Ivarstedt now?
We're going. You said go to Ivar. Yeah, why were we going to Ivarstedt?
Because there's a path that leads down.
Yeah, but when I got here somewhere and I got to and it said Ivarstedt there, and you said no, go the other way.
Just jump down the rocks to your right. Use a few drop zones and just make your way straight through the countryside.
Okay, so this is what plan C.
Kinda. Don't forget the drop zones. They're kind of vital.
Have I got that on a...
I don't think you do. Deadlock really appreciates your scenic approach.
Oh, thank you.
And DD tends to walk most of the time, himself too, although Skyrim's roads seem to be completely overrun by wolves, bears, spiders, skeevers, and bandits. It's really a miracle that there is any trade or commerce at all in Skyrim. Ooh. Then again, Blazing Gale points out that the trade caravans do have guards. Oh, that was bloody lucky, you fool! Keep on swimming.
I'm swimming. Okay, another waterfall. Let's go over the edge and see if we survive this one. Whoa!
Ah!
Oops. Yeah, didn't survive that one.
You hit the rock, you aim for it. I told you to use drop zones. Luckily, you just had an autosave.
Okay, try again.
You don't have your drop zone out again.
Oh, yeah. Ah, bollocks.
That's alright. Just keep them in both hands. So no matter what you click, you'll make a drop zone.
Alright, how about we don't?
It's too late. You've already committed to it. You have to go down now. Is it just me, or is that waterfall really quiet? Aim a little lower.
How do you... Because I need to let it charge, don't I?
Yeah.
I'm not going to make that. Okay. So, problem being that I don't actually get time to charge it if I'm in the water.
Yeah. Hold on, if you now jump and press... no, you'd need to walk a little closer to the edge, but you might be able to hit the water again? No, stick closer to the rocks. You'll just gently slide down. Ooh, that one was good.
Okay, going for a gentle slide down the side of the cliff.
You could
look,
try
I can
to
get
swim
out
over there, yeah.
Yeah, that's probably
Which
the best
brings you
thing to
back around to the path that leads down by Ivarstead. I'm pretty sure if you walk forward now, you land in the water. Just stick closer to the waterfall. There we go.
do. Okay, yeah, well that's the one I made the first time. Not sure if I'm able to swim against the current.
Oh, you can.
Oh, got it.
Just watch out, there's another big waterfall.
Yeah, I know. That was the one that swept me over last time.
No, it wasn't. You swept over by the first one. Ooh. Jeez, you're making this exciting.
Okay. What's that?
A cave. And there's a path, which probably leads back up to the road that you wanted to use in the first place, I think. Oh, it's an unmarked location.
What does that mean?
You don't get a notification that you've just discovered a location. Oh, it's a pass. I wonder where it leads. I personally don't think I've seen that one before. Ooh, spooky.
The purpose of going in and out was mainly to see if Lydia reappeared.
Probably not.
Which suggests that she is actually dead.
Maybe she's just stuck like with that dragon.
Well, wouldn't she have teleported?
Give her a few minutes. Anyway, back on that path, or do you want to keep on scaling the mountain?
It's just that if Lydia's dead, then I'm going to have to restart from a previous save.
She's just stuck, and she'll reset after a few.
But why didn't she join me when I went through a door?
She's just stuck somewhere, don't worry too much about it. Are you sure you want to go through there?
No, there's things. Let's not face the things.
Anyway, let's carry on our merry path.
Which was?
To your right. Or do you want to jump the mountain again?
Ah, up there, okay.
DD reminds you again that they don't always necessarily join you after entering a loading zone.
Okay.
And DD points out that Darkwater Pass is a particular tricky cave. So it would be best to avoid it at lower levels.
Yeah.
Which you're at, according to DD.
Yeah. I was thinking anywhere that's unmarked is probably at this point. Too much for me.
What was that?
I don't know.
Can't be that bad, but...
Oh, it's a rabbit.
It's jumping over the... Oh.
It's roast.
You killed it.
It's dinner.
Sal,
How
it's
can
still
it be
raw.
raw? I've just cooked it.
You just melted its brain or something.
Okay, right, so...
Hold on a second, I thought there's a path around here. Would you mind calling up the map again? Maybe you are on the... Oh,
I
no.
am on the path.
Isn't that the path?
I'm on this path.
Oh, maybe you need to walk back down there again. Or does that just lead to the pass? Was there a fork in the road somewhere? No, there wasn't. So you're on the wrong side of the path. So just waddle back up there again. There should be a bridge somewhere up there that leads on the other side where there's a simple path that leads back down. And that is why you don't go wandering with me. DD says, yes, Sal is on the path to Ivarstead. Keep heading up along the path. So I was right. Past the troll, and then you'll get to Ivarstead. Don't worry, that's just a fear-mongering or something. Vladdy would like to know where the bomb actually is these days.
But we're trying to go there.
Yeah, but the roads up there rejoin somewhere further up the path, and we'll just go right the next time we get to a fork. She's really annoyed with me being a GPS. Not a very good one at that, too. It's not the best path, but it'll do.
I can hear a thing. I can hear something.
It's just some birds. Anyway, Potato is gonna take a nap, so everybody have a good rest of the stream. Well, there's not much left of it, but still, have a nice rest, I suppose.
Thanks for joining, Potato.
Oh, you could jump over the river here. There's a tree that's just leading nicely to the other side. That should do. It's more or less a shortcut. There we go, and now we're on the right path. Just keep walking right. To the right. There we go. Hooray! Told you.
You've told me lots.
I've told you lots. Most of those things were good. It's a bit of a windy path, but don't worry. I'm sure it'll be fine.
Oh, God.
What?
You've reassured.
Your point.
That usually follows by being attacked by lots of people.
No, usually doesn't. Look, there's a wrecked building.
What could possibly go wrong?
You just walked through somebody's past living room. Oh, it's a bit steep. Also, don't mind the ice crystal that just flew towards you. Just keep on walking.
Yeah, I
just keep on walking.
I'm walking.
At the very least, he's not very good at aiming. See? It's perfectly safe and fine.
Absolutely perfectly safe and fine. There isn't
At least in comparison to usual conditions. Ugh, imagine driving a bike down here. Ooh, that's a nightmare. Anyway, DD says goodnight, probably in response to Potato, but that leads me to the conclusion that it's now midnight for Vladdy, which means we're about to end the stream.
Oh.
You could just stop at the ledge here, look over the country and marvel at the beautiful scenery, or just keep on staring down at the path.
It depends on whether or not there's anything still throwing things at me.
No, the music changed back to peaceful, so you can just take the scenery in.
Okie dokie.
And I mean, look at that. That's a nice view to return next time, right?
Sure.
Oh, well, you never really looked at the nice view. There you go.
Yeah, let's just stand a little bit back from the edge, just in case you get, you know, a little bit of jitter on start. Actually, it might even be a bit prettier up here. No, that tree's still in the way.
Actually, hold on. If you look to the right, can you see the shrine to Azura? Ah, no. You can't. That mountainside is just in the way. It looks really nice against the skyline.
Okay. So... no promises.
Yeah, people would like to know if they're weekend streams. If they are, we don't promise them. And they'll probably not be anything people want.
But if there was, it would probably be Oni.
Are you sure?
Well,
you said that allows...
I've got it set up to play again because I have done a lot of digging work and stuff.
That is true, but you did say that about the last weekend too,
Yeah,
and then you suddenly found a cool new game.
Yonder.
And then there's kingdoms and castles or
Well,
something.
no, the thing about Yonder that made it time critical was that it's an exploration game. Because I'm hooked on watching other people playing it on YouTube.
Oh.
If I wanted the experience, I needed to play it there and then.
Oh. All right.
And especially if
you
chat
can't deliver on Oni. People are apparently asking for it. That's not how we work.
It is how we work.
That's not how I work. Vladdy wants you to play Sal versus Farming Simulator, where you just beat up the box of the Farming Simulator game. That's a very...
I think we should all play... we should play multiplayer Farming Simulator.
I can barely get everybody together for our secret project. How are we supposed to play Farming Simulator together? Anyway, the Wise Wizard has returned at the worst possible moment because goodbye everybody, thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed that, please return next week at 8 PM GMT +1, which is about 2 hours ago from now, where Sal will be continuing her perilous adventure through Skyrim. Alternatively, I still plan on playing Prey following Wednesday at 8 PM GMT +1, which is about 2 hours ago from now. And that's it. I said everything. We can leave now. Goodbye, Sal.
No promises, but there might be something this weekend. Who knows? But yeah, sorry we're leaving just as you arrive, Wise Wizard. But end of stream.
I already said goodbye. You can't just draw it out longer.